Two. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning and welcome. You are on the mountain with Rick and some guests, and they're having an avid discussion. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let them get to it. While y'all enjoy. Continue.
Hello, my name is Kevin, aka Prime.
Hi, my name's Mike. And I've got no friends. Will you be my friends?
I will. Pleasure.
I would be inclined to thoroughly and vehemently disagree that you have no friends, sir.
I'm joking.
I myself number one among them.
The average height in the United Kingdom is for a male is 5 foot 8.4 inches.
I'm tall. Yay!
The average height, which is 1 meter 78. The tallest country in the world is the Netherlands with an average height of 184 meters. They have BMI on here too. Wow. But the thing that drags the statistics down is countries like Timor-Leste, Nepal, Cambodia, India. I mean, they all have average male height of this must be 5'5", I would think.
Right.
5'4". 5'4" is the average height in India, for example, of a male.
Got ya.
In Timor-Leste, it's 5'2".
Right, I've got to say this, right? I'm not one to argue. Well, I am one to argue, if I'm honest with you, but I'm not one to try and prove someone wrong or anything like that. Most of what I say is meant in a joking fashion. So
Yes, Sam.
what I will say is this. I've not forgotten what I was going to say.
Well, were you going to say that it's the United Kingdom where we find the men with the biggest dicks?
Yeah, that was not. It was. I would believe the statistics if 99% of statistics weren't all made up.
You're right. Because the way this is taken is they take a sample, but in no way are we guaranteed that this sample is representative, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% can say without hesitation that I never got measured for that survey.
I can tell you one thing. I've been to Montenegro, the second tallest country in the world, and everyone there was pretty fucking tall. Like, I was pretty average in terms of height.
Well, in this room, you are also the average in terms of height.
Wait, Mike's 5'11", you're
4.
You're 6'4", I'm 6'3" and a bit. So the average would actually be 6'3.5", and then Mike.
Okay, you're the median. Math, motherfucker, one or the other.
I'm the median. Yeah, exactly. I have the median height.
That makes me the stone midget.
Yep.
It does. See, all things work out as they were supposed to. But you could even argue that the only reason I'm taller is because I'm on the mountain.
That's very true. Hey, by the way, what do you think of your after the and I haven't made stones yet. You're after the storm card in the Dystopian Live series.
Dude, I loved all of that shit. Those shits were awesome. Matter of fact, let me go pull that up real quick.
Hey, why don't I mint you a bunch of promo packs to give away? If you
Why
want.
don't we do that?
I'll mint you 13. Do you want them stoned?
Never say no, mate. I never say no.
Wait, what the hell was I gonna go do?
The wallet that
do my faucets.
I moved everything in apart from the ones I actually work with. So
just the one with the period at the beginning?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's my everything wallet.
Okay.
The one beginning with an F is the company one, and for full disclosure, guys, with any project that I work on,
I don't have the F1, so I'll just send them to the non-F1.
Yeah, not a problem. Any funds that I receive for any sales of NFTs or passes or anything like that, it all goes into the same wallet, and that wallet isn't being touched until I move to the next phase. So when I move from initial build to pre-alpha. Once I've moved to pre-alpha, so there's a significant difference in gameplay and content, then I'll start using those funds. So it's evident and clear that any money spent is there and it's not getting rugged. I've got to think about proving that I'm not rugging people.
Okay. Well, I don't think you need to prove it. I mean, I think actions speak louder than words, and your actions are kind of indicative of a context in which you're not rugging people. So, I don't know. I mean, I would say, okay, but like, I don't need to hear this. Maybe some people do. I don't know.
No. So a lot of people are very conscious about where they put their money.
Yeah, as they should be. But, you know, that also one of the things we always tell people on this channel, DYOR, always do your own research. Just because, you know, you're watching my channel and I'm creating Dragon Memories does not mean you should just blindly buy into it. You know, believe in the project, believe in the team. Because I've put together a hell of a fucking group. And thank you guys for being part of that group. Like, what is the high faucet that I am using? If you type bang faucets in the chat, you will get a link for this one and a few others that I pretty much no longer use. There is no referral code. Oh, Eternal Paw typed it in there, actually.
Right.
All right, sorry. Mike, you had questions for me.
Yeah, lots of questions.
Lots of questions. So let's get on getting you some answers for that while I continue to fuck around with my faucets here. So first one was the map. I am kind of...
No. We're going to start on point number 4.
Okay. Widget blueprints. All right.
Yeah, no, I'll explain to you what a widget blueprint is so you can understand. Then everything will make sense.
Widgets are all of your little toolboxes that you use for designing the screen, and the blueprints are what you want to have on them, right?
Basically, a widget blueprint is what you are looking at on your game screen when you do anything apart from the level itself.
Okay.
So when you see a menu or something that anything you can interact and click on or anything, that's all done with a widget blueprint, right? So your title screen, your login, your menu, your options, your settings, all the different screens apart from the physical map that you can think of in your game are compiled by widget blueprints. So what I'm going to do is, as default for this game, I'm literally going to duplicate the standing widget blueprints that I have, not identically duplicate them, but create title screen widget blueprint, main menu widget blueprint, options menu, like I have on the other project.
Okay.
So if there's anything I've missed or anything that you want to add, then we can discuss it at the time, and we can move forward from that. So what I'll do is I'll compile the list of the blueprints. I'll add it to the notes, and I'll provide it to you when I pass them over.
All right. So what do you actually need from me ASAP on the widget blueprints?
Nothing from you. It's more for your information.
Okay.
Okay, a lot of these are going to be for information, but also a lot of them are going to be discussing things with you. Okay.
Alrighty.
So the next one's the framework files. So they're just the basic the all important core engine of the game. I'll let you know when the framework files have been completed. Okay. That'll be like the phase 1 of the initial build. So I'll let you know when that one's done. Save data files. I'll be creating the save data files so it will load the a player profile, which is the next one. It will load the player profile or load from the player profile certain information that we tell it to load when it loads the game. So it'll have your player rank, your player level, your stats will all come from your player profile through the save data, which we'll be implementing. We've got the ability to add an in-game currency. I know how to do it. I've got the step-by-step instructions to do it.
Okay, is that easily replicable?
Yeah, it is easy replicable.
Okay, good, because we will have multiple in-game currencies.
Yeah, that's not a problem. It'll just be a case of each currency will be identified in a certain way. So it'll be like, for example, what's the name of one of them?
Recollections.
RCN.
RCL,
example.
yeah, is what I was.
RCL, something like that. You know what I mean? That'll be the abbreviated code that I'll identify.
Recollections is RCL. Mementos is MEM.
Yeah, so that can go for any currency you want to add to the game, or any integer, increasing integer, or increasing or decreasing integer. So anything of quantity.
So what is the actual range of acceptable inputs?
We mean like from 0 to 9999999.
Yeah.
I put them amounts in. You know what I mean? The most I would do would be 9999999. So 9,999,999.
So 10 million minus 1. Gotcha.
That's what I would put maximum.
Yeah, maybe, no, I wouldn't actually go that far. I'm just wondering what kind of capabilities there are. I'm also starting to think more about not only worrying about the people at home's computers, but also in terms of server costs. So I'm not looking to go super complex. Can we put? I'm sure this would be fairly simple visually, but functionally, can we build a grid system into the actual combat levels?
When you say a grid system,
I mean hex grid, like just a hexagonal grid pattern where the average person takes up one hex. It's roughly 5 feet on a side, and that's kind of how the maps are laid out, is in those hexes. Because I'm thinking more about it, and I would definitely want to still go with the turn-based combat, more tactics-like, with a great map and different scenario that play out with the storyline.
Okay, I'll look into that for you, and I'll get back to you with the hexagonal. It is possible. I'll say that because it's been created by other people, so it's definitely possible. It's just figuring it out. Okay.
Yeah, I that's pretty much exactly where I figured we were at. I figured it might be something that you had already thought of or looked into or anything like that in your history already, so might have an answer to go. But I will also try and look into it, although I'm sure you will be much more efficient at that than me.
Yeah, it's no problem. Well, I'll let you know this, right? As a developer, I decided that I will subscribe to this channel on YouTube. The channel's called Game Dev Raw, and I pay like $3.99 a month. And the guy who runs it is an ex Call of Duty modder, and he gives me premium support. So any support with coding or anything to do with Unreal that I can't work out, I tell him what I'm trying to do. This is where I'm at. Where am I going wrong? And he'll tell me.
Oh hell yeah, that's awesome.
what I try and do is, if I get to that stage where I need to ask him, I type out all of the information I think that could be relevant to him. I put it all in a logical order for him. And then instead of pressing send, I read through it and then I try and solve it myself. And 9 times out of 10, I solve it myself. I've had to ask him like 2 or 3 times in the last 2 months.
That's pretty good. It sounds like that's a real good system for working through bugs. And I know that we have at least one techie who is often in the audience, so that might be helpful advice in real life for some of the viewers. Who knows? I can't really see my my chat right now, actually, because of the way I have my screen set up. But so as far as characters, I had some questions here. For the skins for the models, I know we've already started getting the movements and whatnot, but when we are coming to importing the skins, since I want to do PFP, how many individual variables can we customize on those skins?
Right.
And do you by any chance know how many individual variables we can customize on a wax PFP project?
Right, I'm not sure about the project, the wax project. You can have a lot of attributes, so I'm not quite too sure if there's a maximum on that. But with regards to the character, right? So this is what we will be doing, right? For any character that you want to put in the game, right? It needs to be compatible with the skeleton of the character that is provided with the default Unreal Engine 5 software, right? Now, to do that, what I would do is, if I'm getting the characters custom made, I would provide the artist with the mesh of the character, but without the skeleton inside it, and explain to them that it has to be identical in size into that to be able to fit back on the skeleton.
But then within the game, that skeleton can be increased in size, right?
Yes, yeah.
100%. Okay, now what if, or okay, how difficult would it be to commission an artist to come up not with the whole character designs, but with all of the individual pieces for that whole character design, but X number of options of each piece to correspond to the actual random generation of the PFP?
Right. Okay. So, with regards to the PFP, the best thing you can do is look at the maximum amount of attributes you can add to a PFP generator. Because
that's unlimited, by the way. If you need to know more, I can hook you up to talk to Louis from Pixel Minis. His PFP generator can.
Yeah, actually, let's make that happen for real. Whatever works best for him, whether it's a nightly stream, whether it's off the cuff. Like, I definitely am keen to meet him.
It would be an off the cuff, but his system is proprietary, mind you.
Well, yeah, I'm not expecting him to tell me anything that he can't tell.
He'll show you exactly how the system works and run you through it and do it live, but you would never be able to use it.
Okay, yeah, no.
But it's amazing, is all I'm saying.
Right. Okay. So this is what I would say with regards to the character. Right, the character itself, you can customize it to have as many different parts as you physically want it to have. Right, because the artist will separate the skin into the individual LODs. I don't know what LOD stands for, and I should, but I don't. Okay, I'm not that geeky yet. The different number of LODs are all the different, like, arms, chest, legs, feet, head. So you can pretty much specify what body parts you want as the different loadouts, so to speak. Or the modules, we'll say the mod, because it's like you're speaking in a modular sense because you're
Yeah, that's a perfect word for it, actually. So,
yeah. So it needs to be modular. It needs to be like, for example, you would need one character, and then you would need the multiple instances of each accessory or each module.
all right. Well, are you ready for a short list? I've been thinking about it, and like, if this shit's unlimited, which I know it's not, but like, if I could just go wild, the type of shit that I would like to have on the PFPs would be your race, which is also like that. You pick that when you mint it, and there is also a random option, and then there will be a name, a stat boost, and up to 3 abilities based on your race. And those 4 will always be there.
Right.
And then you could have variations in size, trunk, skin color, torso, hair color, waist, hairstyle, arms, left, right, upper, lower, head, accessory, wrist, left or right, eye color, left or right, leg, left or right, upper, lower, eye accessory, left or right, feet, left or right, face feature, back, upper or lower, ear style, chest, left or right, ear feature, left or right, belly, body hair, facial hair, color, style, build, face, complexion, texture, posture, energy, breast, size, cup, levity, and then breaking the face down. 4, brow, eyes, temples, sockets, nasal ridge, cheekbones, cheeks, nasal flare, septum, mustache, upper lip, mouth, lower lip, soul patch, Fu Manchu, goatee, chin, chops, waddle, gizzard, apple, throat, wrinkles, lines, mirth, age, visor, and or vigor and width. And obviously, some of those words are not correct for what I was actually going for, but in my haste scribbles, I think I got the point across.
Right. It seems like a lot of attributes there.
Yeah. Obviously, we're not going to get that fine on the face, but like that's like what I envision for how it could go. Like I love those character creators where you can go super in depth like that. And what I was thinking about, since you will still have to feed others, say you're an orc, you're still gonna have to feed other orcs into your orc, in order to do one of its levels, which is necessary to actually get the bonuses from its levels, and so, as a kind of a caveat for that, and to encourage people to continue to evolve the race, the first time you merge them, you get to pick one quality from the card you're merging and take it into the new one, or to the old one, to replace it. The second time you get 2. The third time you get 3. The fourth time you get 4.
Yeah.
And so over time, people would be able to really customize their character to kind of get exactly how they want it to look. And I think that would be really, really freaking cool.
Well, I'll go as far as to say you can have as many module customizations as you want, but you would need to limit it at some point to a set number. Not only for the atomic hub attributes and stuff like that, but it too much information sometimes.
Yeah, I get you.
An excessively long list of not applicable, not applicable, not applicable, not applicables. You know what I mean? They use Splinterlands in as well today.
No, actually, my bot is Splinterlandsing for me and is doing much better than I would have otherwise. So,
Hey, bro, how the fuck do I get the bot working? It seems to want me to buy some kind of token
I
that's
told you
not
you have to buy the token.
But the token's not available.
You have to buy it on the secondary market.
And where is the secondary market for Hive?
Hive Engine?
Oh. Like literally hiveengine.com or?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
hive-engine.com.
How much is it and what's it called again? I forgot. I was like,
it's called
really...
XBot for the full one, or XBot Lite for the light. And
I just need the light, obviously.
They're expensive.
Yeah, I can tell.
$46.
Need to load up some Hive.
130 Hive.
Take the paper itself.
Oh wait, that was the last. Wait, that was the last price. Current ask is 125 Hive.
Which is
less than $46.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's 38 cents each. Okay. And that's good forever, right? Well, yeah. I think.
There's no such thing as in perpetuity, remember?
Yeah, I know. That's. I was thinking about that exactly as I said it. Oh fuck! The regular one is $285. Damn. I wonder if it's worth getting the regular one, considering the price. What did you get? Light or regular?
I did not buy an XBot token. I was gifted a light.
Oh, okay.
I was using XBot back when it was free.
Yeah, apparently I used up my free trial without ever using it. Which is fucking annoying, but whatever.
I mean, before there was a token, before there was I ran XBot for probably a good 4 or 5 months and just took advantage of it before it was ever any kind of paid thing at all, and I miss those days so bad.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Although, to be fair, it has gotten immensely better. And Archmage did the same shit. I mean, well, not even, because Archmage had their token, and then literally the day after I bought their token, they added on a 35% charge. 35% of the rewards.
Are you fucking kidding me? How does that manifest itself in terms of card rewards?
It was just SPS, but
okay.
Still, that's fucking. And overnight, I watched my $117 token purchase go to $54, and I never played a single game with it because I wasn't about to pay that 35%.
No, absolutely not, dude.
Now, if you had an alpha, it was 15, or a beta, it was 25. But alpha was like, I think $1,200.
Oh wow!
Beta was like $700.
Damn.
And then the more that I find out about the entire scenario surrounding Archmage, the less enthused I am.
Yeah, no shit.
So, I'm also so glad that I had Jarvie on and he taught me about and got me started on Peak Monsters for rentals instead to get me off of fucking Splex. And that was even before all of that shit was Splex. Because, Splex, Archmage, same thing, same people, same shit. I shouldn't be talking. I don't know all that much about the situations, but I have a foul taste in my mouth. Anyways, back to this list. Okay.
Okay. So, the in-game currency. I will need the names, and I will need the icons. So the actual currency pictures.
Okay, I do not yet have those icons. I will get you those as soon as I have them.
Yeah,
For
no problem.
the names of the coins and for a general idea of the tokenomics, in the Discord, in the tavern office, on the dimly lit table, there is a pinned link to all of the current spreadsheets and everything like that. So anything that you need, you can find in there. That one would be in the
What?
Dragon Memories official notes or whatever it's called.
You and your fucking spreadsheets, dude. I'm messing with you, dude.
I know, you love my information. Shut the fuck up.
I just wish I could make spreadsheets as well as you. Then I'd feel whole.
Sorry, which
I don't
one's it
want to
in?
know what you do with your hole, Kevin.
Which one's it in?
Dragon Memories official notepad. And then there's tabs along the bottom. It's the fourth one, coins.
Hang on. In which document? General law layouts.
In Dragon Memories official notepad.
I can't find that.
Alright, let me go to the Discord here. I was already on the spreadsheet. I guess it would help to be looking where you're looking.
You don't say.
Then again, I could also just do this.
Holy shit.
Alright, the link is in the voice chat.
Right, got it. Dragon Memories official notepad. So. So remembrances, recollections, dealer, and vote. And so.
Dila, we are not actually. That's a placeholder name. And then the PXP, I think, is actually also going to be a coin, but it's going to be soulbound. Because they'll have the option of staking it or cashing it in by burning it.
Okay, so which ones do you want me to prepare? All of them?
We don't
No.
need vote really in game. Especially to start out with. We definitely need these two. And PXP. Remembrances, recollections, and PXP. So yeah, what I was asking earlier is like, what is the maximum number of like digits that you can have on the name, like the short name, the call name, for the coins?
I don't know.
Because like
Yeah,
I tried to keep it to 5. I'm pretty sure 5 is fine because I know I've seen some that are longer than 5, like Nectar. And then like there's a bunch that are even fucking longer than that on Hive, like Wit Tangent shit. I don't fucking even know. Sigma
Well-
10X.
Matic is 5, so I'd stick with 5.
All right, yeah, 5, and I can work with 5.
That's 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so my next pointer, the XP system. I can implement an XP system where you get X amount of points for killing certain enemies, for achieving certain tasks. It'll all add up, and you'll systematically progress and rank up. With that, I can set it so it unlocks certain features, so it unlocks certain weapons or characters until you reach a certain level if you wanted that.
Okay, I like that. That is pretty much what I envisioned the PXP as being. So, um, basically, the players would get rewarded the PXP token instead of your typical experience points, and then they can either stake them to get their actual levels up and progress towards the next level and whatnot, or they can burn them for some other ulterior motive, which I have not figured out what the reward for that would be yet. It would have to be something kind of pretty freaking cool in order to sacrifice your levels, but I think it's kind of cool to have that option, especially for those who start getting up really super high in the levels, and it's starting to take prohibitively more and more XP to do anything. Having another way to spend it might be kind of cool.
I would tend to agree with that. I'm just wondering, are all of these tokens going to be traded as market tokens?
The top 4, yes. PXP and Soul are soulbound.
That is very dangerous, I have to say. Because if tokens tank, people tend to pull out of young projects. So, I mean, it's very viable to have all those tokens, but you might want to make them market tokens one at a time and start off with one market token and then have the other ones be in-game tokens and then gradually shift to having them on the market. Because otherwise you might be shooting yourself in the foot, to be 100% honest with you.
Okay, so you think, what about 2? Because we don't really need Dila. Dila is actually like the currency that you would be kind of, and again, this is why this name is going to change, but this is actually the currency for the MMO.
I'll be completely honest with you. When I build my own game, I will not have any currency that's tradable on an exchange to start. Because it's very dangerous. And I mean, I've learned this from TD. He's given me so many examples of games that are very well designed, tanking in the earliest stages of development because everyone pulls out once their token goes to shit, because whales and bots will just come in, buy up your token, and fucking dump.
Oh, so you mean am I selling them to market?
No, not if you're selling them for market. If players can trade them on a market, if they can earn them in game, and there's a liquidity pool. And naturally, in the early stages of the game, you'd have to you'd have to supply the liquidity pool.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was planning to do, because I fucking love liquidity pools. So I was going to provide liquidity pools. So we could functionally do that within game, and then not have it.
But yeah, they can be in-game tokens that at maybe 3 months in, depending on your roadmap, you turn into an exchange token. And then they'll be redeemed on the exchange for the amount the players have in game, or redeemed say over a 3-month period or 4-month period, they can redeem 25% of their token that they've gained each month. So you're building in this is what Terraformers Many World guy calls an anti-inflation mechanism, so that your token doesn't just go to shit. You only want so much token hitting the open market at the same time. So the challenges that a lot of P2E games face is they release their token with their game at launch. And full disclosure, I'm associated with the Nova Pangea project officially. So we were doing land reward. The first land rewards came out 2 months ago, I think. And what happened, I think, is that if you look at the market, it looks to me like a lot of whales dumped them, which made the token prices stabilize and come back up since then. But Novo is an established project that's been around since 2021. If you're a new project and your token dumps, people are going to jump ship and sell the NFTs.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest cause of death for young projects on Wax.
Okay, no, that's a really solid advice. I like that a lot, and that's something that I think we will take into account. I'm looking more and more at building it off, like not on either Wax or Hive. Like we can just do it kind of off chain and bridge to them, right? Like that's the best way to do this.
Well, yeah, but I think that logic though holds on any chain, to be quite frank.
Yeah, no, but also like I think that makes our lives easier, and kind of gives us more ability to focus on other things now. That's one less thing that we have to worry about, like for pre-alpha. We still have to have the
Agreed. I don't think you need a token launch during alpha or beta. That's my honest opinion. Once full release hits, though, the tokens that people have earned in-game that had in-game utility can most certainly be redeemed for an actual tradable token, as long as you do it in a sustainable manner.
Okay.
I mean, we could talk a lot about anti-inflation mechanisms. I could even another person who'd be great for an off the cuff with you, who's an expert in this, is T-Break from Terraformers Many Worlds. Have you ever interviewed him?
No, I have not. I've never even heard of him.
He's a genius, literally. But basically, his game, like the output of your mining, will change based on the amount of players that are in at any given time, the supply of tokens. He basically built a model that generates equilibrium, if that makes sense.
I like it. Yep. I like it. And that's actually, yes, kind of very important to what I'm trying to do, because also, like, the two main tokens that people are getting are the remembrances and the recollections. And those, I do want those to be tradable so that people can use those to, trade into each other or to sell out and take profits,
Nothing
whatever.
To stop them for being tradable medium term, right?
Yeah, I get you. I'm just saying, but and kind of they would have an unlimited supply, but a kind of an algorithmic limitation based on the circulating supply, how much there is, liquid, and they are what gets burned in order to improve your cards.
I'm saying this lovingly. I think you need to learn a bit more about tokenomics before you put a token out, because you're also going to have to do token burns. I think having an unlimited supply is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
You do want to have a maximum supply.
You want a maximum supply, otherwise there's never going to be inflation. It's never going to be inflationary. It's always going to be deflationary.
Mm-hmm. That's just my 2 cents on that.
If there's a finite supply, it increases the demand. It's as simple as that.
And also, if you limit the supply, if you have a maximum token supply, you can also decrease it over time to theoretically increase the value of the coin as the coin is used by literally burning coin. I mean, say what you want about Warsaken, but they did retire a shit ton of loot when they nerfed it. They didn't burn it, but they sent it to like a retirement account, so it's basically burnt. Did it have the desired effect in terms of increasing the value of the token? No, but I mean, it was that part of it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
The rest of it was completely fucked.
And yeah, I mean, I definitely do need to learn more about tokenomics. I've been looking at a lot more like white papers and whatnot, and this is something that I'm trying to figure out. So what?
You want to look at a good white paper. So you know what? You know what the best white paper for tokenomics is out there, honestly, in my opinion?
What's that?
Taco.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, they've just done such a good job maintaining value. You know, I'm not a big fan of big projects, but I'm a fan of Taco. Like, they've done an amazing job keeping their ecosystem working.
All right, so I see here that you've got ranks and icons set up, it looks like. Challenge menus ready for an advanced quest system.
Right, ranks and icons. I'm going to need to know if you want to give them ranks or levels. And if so, do you want icons for the different levels and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's... I can definitely tell how much further you are in your game than I am here. Because, like, that's all stuff that, like, yeah, I kind of have vague ideas about, but I haven't even really started ironing out yet.
What you got about is I've literally pulled all of the things that I've implemented into my game and put them into this list as well to give you the knowledge of what you've got already available for the game.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm taking this as, and I fucking love it because there is a lot here, and it is very much kind of kicking the ass, like this, and it's looking good. I'm digging it.
Right. So let me just burn through them for you then, right?
Gotcha.
Number 11, challenge menus, right? You know, when you've got your quests to do in game, or your challenges to do in game, I've got a plugin for an advanced quest system. So one day I'll sit you down and I'll take you through it and show you what it looks like and how it all works, and you can decide whether or not you want to use it.
Okay.
Anti-cheat, I've got and have already applied to the project the Unreal Engine anti-cheat, the SCUE5 anti-cheat.
Okay, cool.
Right. Inventory system, I have already in my game put the inventory system and can replicate it into the game, so you can pick up and drop items that the enemies drop and stuff like that as you go along, and then maybe at the end of the level it all gets, what you've got all gets saved and stuff like that. However you want to work it, if you want to use inventory system with pickups and interactions and stuff like that.
Yes, that's definitely pretty cool. Is there a way that you know of currently that we can differentiate between an item that you had when you entered into the story versus something that you have picked up while you're going through it?
As in...
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. You mean an asset that's been generated in-game?
Yeah, basically, like, if you find chests or whatnot, you find equipment on your way through the dungeon run, you don't actually get it materialized until you exit that run.
That's a smart contract question, to be honest with you. So, if you're generating... Well, Mike, do you want to have a go?
No, please go ahead, because you're right, it is a smart contract question I can't answer.
I just meant visually, like within the actual UI of the inventory. Is there like something that we can do to like gray them out or something like that to show
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, 100%. What we can do
Okay.
is we can, like, for example, player assets carried into game, and then your inventory, which will be collected items during the level, and then anything at the end of the level gets transferred from that into your actual wallet, for
So
example.
are you saying that the assets would only be minted as tradable assets once the dungeon run is over?
Correct.
And you would lose them if you died in the dungeon?
Correct. That is exactly what we're going for.
Yeah, so part of that is Mike on the UI, and part of that is the smart contract.
Yeah. So yes, it's possible.
Awesome.
Right,
I
don't
figured
have
it
to
wasn't
worry
going to
about-
be difficult to do something to kind of visually show the difference within the inventory. I know the hard part of that is on the smart contract, but yeah, that's exactly what we're going for. You can stop
You're going to be
exploring
paying a
at
lot
any
of
point.
RAM API calls there unless you charge the user a small fee.
Yeah, that like Nook transactions. You use their own RAM, not yours.
Yeah. Or you can be an asshole like Castle/Farmer Pets and charge people 0.12 wax to mint an NFT, which I think is a dickhead move. But
That is a dickhead. That is definitely a dickhead move. So yeah, that's definitely possible. Look at it in this respect, right? Is it, whatever the question is it possible, right? The answer is probably going to be yes, but the question is, how long will it take me to be able to work it out? That's the question you should be asking for each thing. All right.
Gotcha.
Right. Next thing, on my game, I have implemented a health bar, a strength bar, and a stamina bar because it was part of the tutorial that I followed to create it all. Yeah. So those can be any 3 different things you want. It can be 4, they can be 20, they can be 1 or 2 or whatever. There can be any number of them you want, and they can represent anything you want in game. Okay.
Gotcha.
Right. Next one. We have melee weapon pack with about 48 items.
Yep. Is that another one in addition to the one that you showed me?
No, I was just confirming it for you, right?
Okay.
Just so you're confident with the fact that we've got, like, I think it's actually 96 melee weapons available for the game. Which leads me on to the next thing. Weapon inventory system. If you want it, I can implement a weapon inventory system into the game. Wait, like, for the game you set what weapons you take in with you out of the ones you have.
And then you can like swap back and forth in battle.
Between the ones you take in with you, yeah.
I don't hate that idea at all.
Right. In that case,
that would be
right,
something that we can introduce later on, though, because like I do intend for the mana cap, as it were, to increase over time. And that's part of how we expand the available slots. And adding backup weapon slots, I think, would be a cool extension to what I already had planned on that. So I love the idea, but I think that's something that can be pushed off until later.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Right, with that though, right, I can offer you a radial weapon selector, right, which is you press and hold a certain button and it'll pop up with a circle. And the only thing with this is it's limited to 4 different weapons maximum. But you can put any 4 weapons you want out of your loadout. It will show you up to 4 weapons in your loadout that you can choose from, and it'll equip that weapon straight away. Speaking of equipping weapons, Oh no, yeah, that's good. I mentioned that later.
Now, could
Um,
that also be applied to other slots? Like, say
yes,
you were a caster and you had different types of foci or whatnot, different
yeah,
staves and
yeah,
wands.
we're limited to 4 maximum,
Okay.
right? Which is it is a restriction, but until I can figure out a way around it,
Oh,
that's
four is perfect. In all honesty, like any more than that, and you're just kind of ridiculous. Like, who carries 6 weapons into battle? I actually have a D&D character who did that. His nickname was Porcupine because he just his back was completely bristling, and he was a bloodthirsty orc, and his neck was adorned with a triple strand of collected eyeballs from his victims. His prized possession was the dragon's eye in the middle that was about 2/3 the size of his torso.
okay. Mad.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from, but
Yeah. Right. Next one, mate.
The bad news for you guys is I am with you indefinitely because he just canceled the Pixel Mini stream. Oh well, no, not him. It's been rescheduled because of the Louis tired. But if you want Louis to do off the cuff the procedural generation guide, do you want me to get in touch with him right now?
yes, I would love to. Thank you.
Would it be for this Thursday?
I think I'm gonna be doing Junkie this Thursday.
Oh, Data Junkie. Okay. Do you ever record them or never?
What up?
Oh no, his release is not till late May, so it would be the Thursday. That's today. Off the cuff, right?
No, it wasn't. I missed it because of my dentist appointment.
Okay, so but normally it's Thursday.
It is Thursday, so yeah, we Data Junkie and I rescheduled to next Thursday. So yeah, I have the Thursday after that.
I'll check with Louis. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta take it. Wait, you don't need to know what I gotta take.
I'll see you in a sec. Right, Rick, I've only got 30 minutes left and I'm going to have to jump off because I have to drive this to work. So I'll try and get as much of this covered as I can for you now, right? Okay, so advanced photo mode, mate, right? Don't worry about it. It's there, it's complete, it's ready to go. Full on, press any button of your choosing during the middle of the game, it'll pause the game and it will allow you to go into free roam camera so you can roam around the map any angle you want and take photographs from any angle of anything you want. It allows you to add filters, control brightness, temperature on it. It's got radiance. You can put your logo on it. You can put a frame on it. It's completely amazing. Absolutely
that
amazing.
Sounds cool as shit.
And it looks the shit as well, dude. Right? In fact, I'm going to share my screen really quickly so you can have a quick look at how cool it is.
All right, I'm not sharing this. This is for my eyes only, right?
Yeah. Let me know when you watch it.
All right, I see.
Before I come into the game, I'll just give you a quick look around at like the store and stuff. Just bits that I've done on it.
All right, and you already have those links working. The buy with wax, buy with card.
No, not yet. That's my next step is the executing the smart contract commands, getting like smart contracts written and the commands input into it. That's how close I am.
I'm going to be Mike's unqualified smart contract consultant.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Well,
Mike,
sure, you can do
on?
whatever you like.
Go to search game.
Say that again?
Go to multiplayer search game.
Oh, I need to create a profile first. One sec. Sorry for the music.
Yeah, sorry about the music. I just wanted it to have some on there.
Multiplayer and host game, you said?
No, search.
Wait, okay.
Hopefully you see my game.
I do not.
Try searching again.
Say what?
Try searching. Oh no, right. Hang on. Go back to main menu.
Okay. Hold on. It's search. Okay, main menu. Yeah.
Right. Play respawn.
Come again?
Yeah.
Multiplayer. Okay.
Right. Change connection. Click on connection to change LAN to online.
Okay. And now search game.
Now search game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll see me.
I do not. No. Should I maybe open it through Steam instead of opening it via the desktop icon, or does that not change anything?
No, it worked perfectly fine when me and Gunspunk did it earlier on today.
Why don't I try to host it, Mike?
Yeah, okay, you try hosting, and I'll try joining you.
Okay, I am now hosting. What map should I take?
Go to change the game mode at the top by clicking the chevrons to go to free for all.
Okay, and I am waiting for player.
All right, I need you to. Oh wait, no, I guess I can still see it on his shared screen once. Yeah, never mind. I'll shut up.
I am now Quinn Blue, level 1. Customized to gray, male. Okay. Oh, I can't go. I have to default. Okay, because I'm not a high enough level. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Mike, I'm kind of impressed already, I gotta tell you.
Right, well, unfortunately, it's not allowing me to search for you, or it's not showing me you. It's actually showing me somebody else.
Okay, that's weird. You said I needed to enable seamless travel, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna start the game.
Right, okay. You'd be better off doing endless wave then in that case.
Yep.
Because
no saved container data, saving world info to save game. No saved pickup data, saving info to save. Okay, that's fine. I'm preparing for action. I will share my screen, I guess. Or are you sharing yours?
I'm ending mine now so you can share yours.
Okay, wait, let me just say BRB to someone who's chatting to me.
But it looks beautiful compared to what it looked like, doesn't it?
It does, bro. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I need to answer someone.
Yeah, no problem. Right, Rick, while he's dealing with that, yeah, advanced photo mode, he'll show you in a minute. Tile screen with sound. As you can see, there was a title screen where we click play respawn. You can have it as login. You can have it as sign into wallet. You can have it as whatever you want. I've just got it as like click to play respawn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to have that if you don't want, but most games have it. You know what I mean? It generally gives time for the shaders to load and stuff like that.
It's still on prepare for action. Do you think that's normal, or do you think it may have froze?
Yeah, it might have froze.
Okay.
Okay, so like in that case, try solo mode instead.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? That like it does work because I tested it and it worked earlier on, but obviously
I believe you. I believe you, Mike.
Where you're on, I've actually got a video of it as well. Where you're on a different continent and you've had to change your Steam. Did you change your Steam downloads setting to London?
Yep. I'm just creating a new profile. Can you guys see my screen?
I see you.
And I should play Endless Wave, right?
Yeah, but go back.
How do I go back?
Main menu.
Okay.
Make sure you change it to online.
Oh, yeah. Even if I'm in solo game.
Did it take you straight through on solo, did it?
No, I went to solo, because I thought you wanted me to.
Yeah. Go solo.
Okay. Should I change anything here?
No, right. I'll let you know now. If you were to click, do not click game mode options when you're in endless wave because it'll bug out. You can't get out of it. I know there's no back button in it. I've identified that already.
Okay.
If you click seamless travel.
Yep.
And then start game.
The UI is very smooth. I have to tell you that. All right. I don't have any controls right now.
That's really weird.
Wait, maybe I'm in the wrong window. Hold on.
Ha.
No controls. Let me try to window it. It's WASD, right?
Yeah, well done.
Mm.
It looks like it's bugged out. Could you try? Yeah.
Yep, just one sec. Coming back in.
I do apologize, but like.
You have nothing to apologize for. This is pre-alpha, dude.
Yeah, this is
Jesus
fucking.
Christ.
This is awesome.
Maybe I fucked up installing it. Who knows? I'm just proud that you have a fucking UI. Like, let's go. I mean.
So, Rick.
Yeah.
Main menu and settings menu. We'll have to sit down and you have to explain to me how you want them set out, what you want on them, stuff like that.
Yeah, I will start working on designs for those right away.
Yeah, next thing, radial progress bars. In games like Call of Duty, when somebody gets knocked down and you run over and you revive them, and it's like a circular bar in the center of the screen that starts off as no circle but completes all the way around to make a circle and they get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a radial progress bar, which is really good for doing magic in these type of games. It indicates like how long you've held the button down for to do the magic whatever thing. It'll definitely have a function within the game with if you've got magic in it.
Okay, so I cannot get anything to move. I wonder if I'm doing anything wrong in terms of the install.
Right. Did you take the folder out?
He's not here, sir. Now he's back.
Oh, am I back?
You're back.
You are back.
When you load solo mode, Mike, can you play?
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Everything.
Hang on a second. I've got enemies running at me. Get away. I can't remember what the melee button is. That's a grenade.
So the world keeps spawning, but when it does, I can't move.
Right, okay, so it's not recognizing your player controller.
Possibly.
That would be my first thought, so I would need to...
Unless I installed it wrong.
No, trust me, it's not you installing it wrong. What it may be is the one of the structures is corrupted on the download.
Are you playing with a computer with multiple screens?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was wondering whether that might be. Am I still sharing my screen?
No, you are not.
I just want to make sure I have everything installed properly.
Right. I'll quickly share my screen again for Rick, just to show him. the camera mode, the
Yeah.
advanced camera mode.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, the camera mode was dope. You showed it to me earlier. Yeah.
Right. So when I press Y, because that's the key I've set up for it, it pauses the game and this HUD comes up, and this bar at the bottom with the hotkeys. So if I press X, it'll take a photo. If I press G, it'll bring up my album, my photo album. If I press Alt, it'll hide the mouse cursor. If I press F, it'll allow me to free roam the camera anywhere around the map. If I press the right buttons and stop being a spastic.
That is the difficult part.
There you go. So I can get action photographs, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's one of the functions.
I dig it.
You can hide the UI, and when it takes a picture, it doesn't take a picture of the HUD. It's just the level and the characters, no HUD, no ammo or pistol, no rank, no box at the top like that. Escape. Inventory, dude. Let me just get up here, because they can't get up here for some reason. Yeah, press T. I've got an inventory. I can drop it. I can split it because it's in stacks. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's progress. And that container over there that I'm shooting is actually I'll show you it. It's actually in the wall. It's a container because you can see through the walls at the moment. That container, you can interact with and store like your energy orbs. So if you lose health, you can regenerate your health from it.
Nice.
Well, that's the idea anyway. Tell you what, let's be an absolute cunt to them. It's really smooth to control, but as you can see, the AI bug out. So it's all very much needs sugarcoating, not sugarcoating, stripping down to bare basics. But they are pretty much bare basics. It's just like fine tuning them properly.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awesome.
If I press X, it switches shoulder. R's reload. Shotgun. Badoosh, 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 badoosh. No! He's gonna get me with a super shot. Actually, it's a multiple out with one shot then. That was awesome. Did you see that, boys?
No,
Yeah, that was dope.
Right. For those of you that have access to the game, to help you rank up quickly so you can unlock everything, there's this little box here that you just go through and it gives you 1500 XP. Or 2000 or something. 1000.
I love it.
Right, the ammo pickups will say that it's ammo for the Maverick, but it's ammo for everything. It was just when it first started off. And I'm going to change it for endless mode that the stock of the ammo is 999. Or have that container full of ammo so you can just go back to it and have it like regenerate. Or have these drops regenerate, which is what I've got to try and figure out. You see how it says Maverick ammo? It'll give me shotgun ammo as well if I pick it up normally. Or should. I haven't found a little train glitch. Ah!
I want to play.
They've all bugged out. Me, right click. How do I use it though? I don't know how to use it. I can't remember. But yeah. Anyway, that's the game at the moment. It is in a working mode, but not a very good working mode.
That shit looks amazing, bro. Stop trying to sell yourself short. Like,
It does look amazing.
For disclosure, GDR Raw, Game Dev Raw, the support guy, he also created this map.
that's fine. We're not expecting you to do every fucking bit of everything yourself, man.
Nah, but you want to see the new maps I've got, dude? I shit you not, they are breathtaking. Like, for example, let me put an image up for you. That's one of the maps.
Nice.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's absolutely huge. That's one of the BR maps, and I've got a daytime version, nighttime version, a winter daytime version, and a winter nighttime version, which visibility is very, very, very low. So
Nice.
you can't see very far at all because it's like misty and snowy and well, like that.
Well, yeah, at night.
That- That's the nighttime. That's the daytime. That's daytime normal, and there's a nighttime normal. Which, to be honest, when I did it, it wasn't very dark. So I think it uses. I've got real time skylighting, so it takes your time of day. And for some reason, mine apparently is always dark. Sorry, is always light. But yeah, I've had enough of the game now. Yeah, but right, we've got 10 minutes, 11 minutes before I gotta go. So it said Radio's progress bar. Right. As you could see, I had character selection where I could choose between multiple characters, and I also had character customization, which is where I could swap different loadout modules for different other ones. I want to know if you're going to have a battle pass type thing. As you could see from Respawn, I've got basic AI movement. So AI basics and movement, AI damage and damage direction, AI awareness and perception, all very, very rudimentary and bare. I'll use. I've got blood overlays, so when you when you take a hit, it indicates what side you've been hit from, and as it increases, it gets more and more. player dying and respawning, which is quite key. I want to know whether or not the players will only have one life, or whether they will respawn again multiple times until the raid is done or whatever.
Nope, they die there, done for the day.
Right. Can you not have like a elixir that brings you back from the dead?
I mean, it is a magical type of world, so maybe at some point in the future, but certainly not high priority.
Okay. Wave spawning for the enemies.
Say again?
The AI enemies. Wave spawning, so I can decide where the AIs are going to spawn, and how often and how frequent they're going to come, how it increases over time, and they get harder, and there's more over as you get deeper and deeper through the dungeons.
Yeah, that is definitely something that is going to be a useful tool later on when we start putting in some of the later levels to bring a bit bigger challenge. I'm trying to keep the first, the earlier floors, which is what I'm working on right now, trying to keep those a little bit simpler to provide an easier kind of run up into the game before we really start hitting them over the head.
Cool.
So at most, we're going to have like maybe 4 or 5 enemies a couple of times within the first like maybe 200 instances. But we'll ramp it up from there. I have definitely been putting together some kind of scenarios which would really make some good use of multiple spawn waves, and I'm glad to hear you bring it up because it's something that I was going to eventually, but you just beat me to it.
Yeah, we're on the ball with that, dude. Next thing on the menu is game over menu. So basically, when I've got menu, what I mean by that is it's my widget blueprint for the game over screen. I'm going to need to know what data you want displaying on your game over screen. So what information throughout the game has accumulated to whatever. So for example, how much of that coin you've collected, how much of that XP you've got, how much of that coin you've got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, your readout for the dungeon run.
Yeah, that's it. The game over menu. That don't necessarily mean that the game has ended, but that dungeon run has ended, sort of thing. You know? Right. Okay. I can add additional game modes and additional levels as required. So if you want to run a different game mode, we can set up the options to have different modes.
Awesome, because we will be putting in alternate modes, but again, yeah, like that's later on down the road. Starting out is just the core exploration of the memories. We don't need nothing else for pre-alpha launch.
I completely agree with that statement.
Cool.
Keep it simple, smart, stupid.
Yeah, yes. Mentioned already directional damage indicator that comes with the blood overlay. Not only that, I believe there's another directional damage indicator that I've put in that I'm not even aware of because I've just followed the tutorial mind-numbingly at some points. Which it happens when you're doing 48-hour sessions, you know what I mean? Right. What mechanics do you require in game? So I'm going to need to know what sort of attacks you want your characters to do, whether you want melee attacks, whether you want do you want melee attacks, do you want ranged attacks, do you want magic spells where I use, for example, Niagara effects, two different effects, one to highlight the magic being made in one color and in one shape. And then, for example, a round circle of sparkles going upwards around the player that's casting the magic, and a blue area or a red area of sparkles going upwards where the damage is taking place.
Yes to all of that.
Awesome. Right, okay. But they're the sort of things we'll need to consider. But that's like the core gameplay mechanics. So they'll need to be established like quite early on, but can increase in size and difficulty as the game goes on.
Yeah.
And I'd expect it to, you know what I mean? As the further that you get into the project, the more you want it to be able to do so, the more abilities and mechanics you'll put in. So, do you want path prediction for abilities and ranged weapons? You know, like when I threw my grenade, I had like a red arch.
That would definitely be helpful.
Right. Okay. Well, I can have it like just a straight arrow or a 45-degree or a 90-degree arc.
I think what it should look like would best be approached on a per thing basis. Just like I'm sure you have other different kinds of grenades or different kinds of weapons that have a different arc than that. Like,
oh yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be like directional where you literally just it gives you a direct arrow to where it's going and where it will stop. If it stops before where you're thinking of throwing it, it's not going to reach it. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll make sure that we implement them as required per ability and per ranged weapon. I've got the blueprints to do the stowing the weapon. You know, like you on my back, I had the guns.
Yeah.
You can have two different fucking swords crossed over. You know what I mean? You can have a bow and is it a sheath of arrows?
Quiver.
Quiver of arrows.
Although a sheath would be like when you buy arrows, you would buy a sheath of 50 arrows, and then you would put them into your quiver for carrying.
Got ya. So yeah, we can stow weapons on the back. Possibly with the bow doing it over the head as well, so it comes across your chest. But
we're not going to do that because that is actually not something that any bowman would ever have done. That's a great way to crush your fucking lungs.
Okay.
Oh, you want your fantasy world to be realistic, Rick?
As much as possible, yes.
Right.
Which includes it being a generally bad idea to fuck with a dragon.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. So.
Right. That brings me on to the last one on the list, dude, and that is something that I insist on having in your project. A credits widget blueprint. So at somewhere in the game, at some point in time, I click a button and it brings up a list of credits for everyone that has contributed towards the game. So, for example, the guy that made that sound file that you use for the footsteps, his name goes in it because you've used his artwork, his sound work. Anybody's work that you've used in your game gets put into the credits widget blueprint.
Okay, I like it.
Right, which means my end, I'll prepare a list of all of the people that or companies that have contributed, and I'll put them into the widget. But I'll need you to anything that you send me, like artwork wise. I'll need the names of the artists as well, so I can attribute them in the credits. It's
right.
just so there's no copyright infringement because you've credited the artist for his work. Everything that I use is public use for commercial use. But guys, I have to shoot because I have to drop my missus to work. I will. I'll be back in an hour if you're still on.
I'll be back in an hour. Mike, we should definitely chat on an hour then, huh?
Yeah, okay, I'll jump straight back on as soon as I get back.
Yeah, I'll be around pretty much all night.
Awesome.
All morning for you. I
Try
guess.
and get you working.
Mhm.
We'll try and get it working for you because
Yeah, absolutely.
it was so frustrating trying to get it working for Gunspun because he was drunk. And,
I'm stone cold sober.
yeah, dude, like he's an alcoholic as well, and he was hammered, and he still managed to follow my instructions, and he's useless, completely useless.
I'm high on sunflower seeds. That might change, but for now, I'm sober.
Cool. So, Rick, I hope that that's enough information to discuss with you, reference.
Bro, more than. So I have been kind of a mindset to do a somewhat of a team meeting on Thursdays. I'm not going to ask you, either of you, to commit to every single one of them, but I would like to do a kind of a town hall style show on Thursdays. Just, putting that out there. The more often we can make something like this happen, the better, because I fucking love seeing what you're doing. I'm hype as fuck. Your shit looks amazing, and I can't wait to actually play it. And I don't even fucking like first person shooters. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm super glad to have heard back from you. I was getting worried for a little while because I hadn't heard from you in a bit. But yeah, go ahead, take care of your lady, and I will probably not be on in an hour. But I'm glad that you two will be able to hook up and hopefully get some respawn running and have some fun together.
Okay, well, before I shoot off, I'll just leave you with one little something to think about. You said that you're not really a fan of first-person shooters. What about when I put the arcade card game in? Maybe you'll be interested in it then.
I mean, it'd probably make it more appealing, having something to do other than just run around and get shot. Because it's not like I'm going to be actually killing anybody or anything like that.
Yeah, there's going to be so much to do that doesn't involve running around shooting people, dude. So much.
In all honesty, I'm not a fan of first person shooters either, but there's something about yours that interests.
I think it's the variety in it. But anyway, guys, I got to go and take my good girl to work.
Yeah,
I will catch you in an hour, Prime. Thank you ever so much, Rick, for having me on. Yep. And I will do as much as I can before the next time we speak.
Alrighty.
Right.
Catch you later.
Thanks for tuning into his stream. I'll catch you later.
Hello, Rick.
Howdy.
I am not watching the stream. What's wrong with me?
Nothing. I mean, that's technically fine.
I minted, I forgot to tell you, I minted 69 Dystopian Lives promo packs to your wallet.
Cool. Which one?
I think there's a lot. Your personal.
Sounds like a party. Are they openable?
Yep.
Should I go open some?
Go ahead. So that is... I'm talking to Louis right now about Alpha 3.1. So apparently the one you bought for 5 wax last night isn't really Mint 1. I don't understand how it's not, but...
Oh, well. It's mine now.
Oh, it doesn't matter at all, but... It would actually be the 3,311th one minted. It says they're all one of ones. Oh, okay. So what are you doing right now?
Running through my faucets.
Do we know all of your faucets when we hit bang faucets, or are there other faucets?
There are others.
Ooh, you keep these dark and secret?
No, I just haven't updated commands in a long, long time.
Okay.
But yeah, Nefty.
Well, it's not really a faucet, is it? Oh, you're providing liquidity. Okay. Yeah. Have you found what's better? Is it to provide liquidity and farm, or is it to stake it and earn wax?
I do both.
Do you know which one pays out better?
Probably the wax. I don't know.
Oh, really? Because how much neft did you just get?
1 point some. It's probably been a couple of days since I claimed.
Oh.
Normally it's about half a day. So I auto stake anything that I get from the trading rewards.
Yep.
I auto stake. So this just keeps going up. And then
I used to do that until one day when I really needed to get some wax. And I unstaked it all.
And then everything that I earn off of the liquidity pool just goes right back into the liquidity pool. And the amount of wax that I claim usually does a pretty good job of covering the wax that I need for the liquidity pool. So it works out pretty well.
Oh, yeah. That makes tons of sense. Where the fuck is it on the site?
What, Nefty? Earn. Up top.
Oh, because I was in the creator page. Never mind, yeah. So right now I can claim 0.025 wax. Oh, because I'm auto-staking again. Okay. Yeah. Currently I have 177. How much do you have staked?
I don't know. I already left that page.
I am about to provide 0.89 nefty in liquidity. By the way, dude, you're missing out on some awesome liquidity pools over on Taco Dex. Some of them have APRs over 400%. There's one right now that was created by TD yesterday. So essentially, he's part. Oh, I can't say this on stream, but there's a relationship between Chain Champs and NFTG. And yesterday he wanted to create an NFTG chimp liquidity pool because there was very low liquidity for chimp. So he first asked people who had chimp to send him chimp, and he then traded chimp at a 1-to-1 ratio for NFTV, even though NFTV was worth 4 times more than chimp. And then he set up an APR, a liquidity pool with 157.12% APR, but at the same time, the chimp token, because so much people want to take him off on his offer, chimp just fucking blew up and quadrupled in price, basically. So it's an interesting situation for right now.
Yeah.
But there's also an Axicla NFTV one that has a 320.62 APR running for 28 more days.
Yeah, I need to learn how to play liquidity pools better, because, like, really, my shit's just kind of passive, like...
Well, I think that the ones on Taco Dex are kind of a lot clearer, because they tell you what the APR is.
So does BSwap.
But, oh, yeah, but, I mean, honestly, I'm not in very many on Hive, so I don't know it very well. And I don't know the tokens the way I do on WAP.
And that's exactly it. And I don't even know the tokens on Hive. I just fucking put in whatever I get out. And
but it's generally profitable for you, right?
Generally.
Yeah.
It would be a lot better if I actually had anything to put in, but...
Yeah. I mean, my issue is generally with wax. because I always need liquid wax. So keeping it in LP is problematic for me.
I've got a decent amount of wax in LPs. Actually, that's my next stop.
I'm looking at my Hive wallet on BSwap. It says it's worth $2.07. It says I have 0.441 Hive, 0.132 HBD, and 5.045 HP, and it's all. Oh, so I delegated it all to you, and I'm receiving it all back. Okay, yeah. And what's BLNRC?
That sounds like RC, which is resource credits. I don't know what the BLN would be.
Oh, why would I have 30 received?
Oh, it's a coin?
I have no idea.
But I mean, is it in your wallet?
Yeah, it's in the Hive wallet.
I have no idea, man.
Weird. Oh, and then if I go over to Hive Engine, I can see my Astra, my Scrap, my Starbits, my Stellarum, my BXT, PKM, my Sim, my Swap.Hive, and my Loyalty. What's Loyalty?
I got loyalty inside my DNA. It is a liquidity pool reward. That's all I can tell you about it.
Okay. So I have 2,000 Astra that I'm going to stake. When's that dude going to start giving us our packs? Do you know?
Pre-alpha or full game is Q4.
Okay. I have nothing. Oh. I have 502 DEC. So if I have DEC and SPS in my wallet, does that mean it's not in the Splinterlands game?
Correct. If you're on BSwap on the wallets part, you'll see up across the type you got Hive, you got Hive Engine, and you got Splinterlands.
Yeah. So if I have 129 unstaked SPS and I stake it here, is it going to stake it in Splinterlands?
Yes.
Okay. And that's probably the smartest thing to do, right?
Maybe. I like to keep a bunch of SPS in liquidity pools because it has a better return on SPS than staking it.
Oh.
So, like, I've got 15,600, give or take, staked. And... Oh, we were talking about wax. Let's see, I have 4.3 with Zombie, 3.6 with Quacks, and 0.02 with Talk.
I need to run for 2 minutes. I'll be right back, okay?
finally started staking more GLX again. Got back up to that 150 mark. I do not know why TerraCore Hub is not fucking working tonight. But I don't fucking like it. Not one bit. Not one fucking bit at all. So let's go woo and claim our fucking staking rewards. Alright, we might actually get up to 100 woo again here before too long. Even without restaking our fucking liquidity pool rewards. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Alrighty, my A6 login, Wax Cloud, Wally. They don't freaking yep now. I love that song. Do 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 do. 168 billion shares. Mm-hmm. I am so hungry right now. Alright, we are done with it now. Actually, let's go claim shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there was that. I forgot to even tell you all about that. But damn! 7 summoners and 10 chests. I will take that shit. Especially with 5 of them being Helios. Oh, so close. Three more copies. 3 more copies and we get you up to level 5. That is going to be huge. Huge. Oh, and look at that. We are up in Diamond again. Diamond Elo, at least. All right, I think we have lost Kevin, so I guess I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. Thank y'all, as always, so very, very, very much for hanging out. I have been Rick, you've been on the mountain, and it has been a wonderful time. Keep kicking ass.